Let me tell you now, right now, this is what will happen if Muslim extremists get their way and dominate the planet, dominate the population of the whole world, which is what they're trying to do, as you know. Do you know what I'm saying? What will happen is basically they'll inherit hell on earth. That's what they'll inherit. And what will happen is the earth will burn. It will continue to burn, okay? Because they ain't got the intelligence and stuff to stop the global warming thing that's happening. Do you know what I'm saying? Trust me on that one. They ain't got the ability. Their minds are full of hatred. Do you know what I mean? That's it. In their heads, all they know how to do is destroy. Destroy. That's what they know. That's all they do, is destroy. They don't create, because it's not true. It's not from the truth. It's not God. It's not love. Love is the truth. Love and light. Love is the energy, and light is the truth. That's it. Okay? And the truth is, Jesus Christ, God manifest in the physical. God manifest in the physical. That's who Jesus Christ was. Do you know what I mean? He didn't force anybody to follow him through beheadings or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Muslims aren't allowed to, the brain from an early age, they're not allowed to leave that religion. They're instilled with fear from an early age. Fear that their prophet, so-called prophet, Muhammad, put into everyone when he was alive. He was a filthy rich merchant, sex maniac, rapist, paedophile, and a tyrant. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want to read upon his life and that, everything, I mean, some of my videos I explain in more detail, but like, I'm running out of things. I'm basically coming to the end of what I want to say to all of you, because I'm coming off of this stuff. I'm coming off YouTube. So I mean, I'm coming off of it. Once I put the truth out there, and I leave it. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is like a lion. Once set free, it takes care of itself. In other words, as soon as you've heard it, deep in your soul, you recognize the truth. You recognize God. You recognize that truth. You know what I'm saying? And that is it. And straight away, it's just like, well, as much as you try and reject it, you've heard it. And, you know, that's it. The ball's rolling. So I mean, like, it will happen. So I'm saying, you'll come to know God. You'll come to know Jesus. It will happen. Because deep in your soul, you know who he is. It's all it's deep in our souls. It's all there. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's just about waking up, activating it. And the truth activates it. So I'm saying the truth activates the truth deep in your soul, which is God, the essence of life, pure love, is the essence of you. Most people got their egos in the way. They don't want to open their eyes. They want to keep spreading darkness, which is fear and lies, which is what the Taliban and all the other Muslim extremists do. Do you know what I mean? That's what Muhammad did. The reason why there's over 1 billion of them now is because people were too scared to stand up and say the truth. Do you know what I mean? And that's why it's got totally fucking out of hand. Muhammad was the Pied Piper anyway. You know what I'm saying? So everybody who follows him through fear or, you know, like, or wanting the 72 virgin rape orgy in heaven, which is what Muhammad promised them if they went and killed people who weren't Muslims. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he promised them. Do you know what I mean? I personally, I know that it was not an angel. It wasn't Archangel Gabriel that visited Muhammad. It wasn't. See, if you read the Bible properly, it's in there. Do you know what I'm saying? That Satan appears as a being of light to people. Do you know what I'm saying? He is the great deceiver. That's who Satan is. Do you know what I mean? And the earth's burning right now. Like, I mean, they've labelled the heat wave Lucifer, so they know what's going on. The people at the top know what's going on. That's what's happening. Do you know what I'm saying? Because people are too scared to stand up to the truth. So liberal extremists who are constantly putting out labels on people, so I'm saying that's all they know how to do, and live depraved lives. Do you know what I'm saying? And Muslim extremists, the darkness, Satan is advancing on the earth, and it's no coincidence that the Taliban is advancing on the moderate Muslims. Do you know what I'm saying? Who want to live at peace with everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't want to dominate everybody. Even though Muhammad was the Pied Piper and they're following it, their motives for following it are probably pure. You know what I'm saying? Love. They just want to love people. Do you know what I mean? The Taliban want to be able to instill fear into everybody's hearts and minds. Do you know what I mean? That's what they want to do. And if a woman wears a slight thing off of her, you know, like comes out, leaves the house without a frigging burqa on or whatever, what happens then is they fucking, because they can't control themselves, they can't control, one of the reasons why they blow themselves up is because they can't control themselves, because they can't control themselves sexually down there. You know what I'm saying? What they do then is like they blame the woman for that, for leaving a mask off. They're going to go and rape her. That's what they do. If you want to read the world news, I've been reading it for years, and it's what's been going on. They weren't shot on BBC One or ITV or any news programmes on mainstream TV, but that's the shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That is. They'll rape them and then stone them to death for what they've done. You know what I'm saying? Their lack of pure discipline, their lack of pure heart, their lack of pure mind. That's what's happening. You know, at the end of the day, what'll actually happen is that if Muslim extremists do inherit the planet, the earth, well, they don't inherit because the meek inherit eventually, the real meek, the genuine meek. So I'm saying, pure heart, pure love, Jesus loving, 100% meek, harmless, only over lifetime people, they will inherit the earth. But for a certain amount of time, the Muslims are going to they're going to do their best to dominate life and everything, because they want to keep doing their CD6 shit. They want to keep a belief and a fantasy that they're going to get 72 virgins in heaven for what they're doing. All right, yeah, no sex in heaven, mate. You know what I'm saying? It's not there. It don't happen. We're all eternal beings. We live forever. There's no reason to repopulate or anything. There's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? It don't get done. It's a pure place. The purest place. That's why it's heaven. You know what I'm saying? Because it's pure bliss, eternal bliss. You don't need to create other babies in heaven and shit. That don't happen. You don't need sexual organs in heaven. It don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. That's not what heaven is. Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you something else as well. What God is. God doesn't go around dominating, forcing people to convert to a so-called religion, a cult, really. Let's face it. A cult of fear, built from fear. From Muhammad. Do you know what I'm saying? The Pied Piper. Because anybody who follows his depraved tune, well, they go to hell for all eternity. So I'm saying, that's what happens. We all know what's right and what's wrong. Jesus was pure, he lived a pure life. Didn't try and dominate anybody, didn't try and force anybody to follow him. Never went around being violent and beheading people to follow him and shit. Didn't try to set up a religion, just lived his life. Knew that just living his life would be enough. The pure, true life of God manifesting the physical. He knew that was that. He just needs to live his life, go through it. That's that in this world. Because he knows that once the truth has been heard by people, by him being here, then your soul recognises it and people change and grow and learn to know Jesus. And ask him to come into them, Holy Spirit, and wake up. Okay? Do you know what I'm saying? And get rid of all the bullshit and the illusions in your head. What you think God is. God is pure, okay? Don't go around dominating anybody. He's representative Jesus, who was God, manifesting the physical. He basically lived his life, and everybody else has just observed it at the time, and they knew it was the truth, they knew who he was, and bit by bit, word gets passed on. But not through like fear or intimidation, do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, as I was saying, I'll come off the point a little bit. The point is, what will happen is if the Muslim extremists get their way and dominate the planet, become the most populated people on the planet, or whatever, and dominate all of life, or whatever, what will happen is they'll inherit hell on earth. Hell. Because like I said, they won't know how to deal with it. The global warming that's come this far. Do you know what I mean? They won't be able to do anything about it. They ain't got the intelligence because they're not operating from God. God is the creator. Satan is the destroyer. Do you know what I mean? It's that simple to know. It's that simple to see. So, right, you know, all the people who follow Jesus, well, you know, live a pure life. Do you know what I mean? You can't just say you follow Jesus. You got to live that life. You got to be, like, fearless and express the truth. Sometimes the truth has to be tough. That's the way it is, verbally. That don't mean go around physically attacking people because they're this and that. No. If they come at you, then you physically defend yourself. It's simple as that. If they're in your face coming at you, you defend yourself. But don't go out there, like, spreading violence and fucking doing shit like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, remember, most Muslims are instilled from childhood at a very early age with fear of not following Muhammad because it was just passed on from generation to generation, and like their parents pass it on to them because they've seen what happens to people who don't follow the Islam and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Who want to leave Islam. They've seen what happens to them. So they instill fear into their children to then basically, like, you know, because they're scared. They're scared the children of whatever and they'll get killed, whatever. Listen, God don't force anyone to follow me. It's as simple as that. That's what I want to say about that, really. Nah. I've said it a few times on my other videos. I'm saying it for the last time. One of my last times. This is one of my last vids. After this ain't doing no more. So, like, basically, just know in your heart that even if the Muslim extremists take over, the Taliban win, whatever, over in Afghanistan, that God will have the last word. You know what I'm saying? Because God is the creator. Okay? The pure life creator. Everything else that's like they're trying to destroy through hate and violence and shit, that's the devil, that's Satan. Whoever spreads darkness, whatever is spreading darkness, let's face it, Muslim extremists, liberal extremists, they're spreading darkness in this world. That's why Satan's advancing. And now we have to turn the tide with the truth. Do you know what I mean? That's what we want to do. Turn the tide with the truth. Boom. That's how we're going to do it. Okay? Anyway, like I said, this is one of my last videos, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.